Through the first 2 weeks, we've all gotten the opportunity to watch this Bills offense move the football effectively. But what do we really know about the Bills offense? What are 3 things we know through the first 2 weeks? Ever since Sean McDermott took over as head coach of the Buffalo Bills prior to the 2017 NFL season, the Bills have had one of the best defensive units, a top 3 defensive unit in yards allowed in each of the past 2 NFL seasons. And on top of this, they allowed the second fewest points in the NFL last season. But how about offensively? The Bills haven't been that good offensively. Let's look at some of their stats over the past 3 seasons coached by Sean McDermott. That's right, 22nd, 23rd, and 30th in points, 29th, 30th, and 24th in yards. So, as you can see, in 2017 when he came in, there was a culture, a unit here already in place for him. He did what he could with it. They brought in new names, they scrapped it, they rebuilt, and they retooled around their guy, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, they saw him as their guy. They tried some other things, they didn't work. They just needed to surround him with the right weapons. The first thing we need to know is that it finally appears that we are not reliant on our defense. Our defense has been keeping us in games over the past few seasons. Multiple occasions I can think of. And games we won and games we didn't win. But ultimately our defense kept us in a lot of games that we had no business even being in. But now this offense looks to take over football games. If we're in shootouts, I feel comfortable with it now. Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, any of these wide receivers, he's going to hit them. Josh Allen's accuracy has been on point this season. He's fixed his deep ball by the looks of it. And for those saying the competition hasn't been great enough, any team in the NFL, any game is a hard game in the NFL. You want to see it against better competition? How's this for our next opponents? Rams, Raiders, Titans, Chiefs. You want to see it? You'll see it. Just wait for it. Defense wins championships. We have a defense, but offense wins games. Offense really wins games when it comes down to it. And how true is defense wins championships? Look at what Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs did to the San Francisco 49ers last year. We've got the great defense. Now we have the potential to be a juggernaut offense. Now, we just need to see it come to fruition. This team is no longer reliant on their defense. Mark my words. Something else that's very different about this Buffalo offense is our running game. We haven't had a running game at all, other than Josh Allen. Devin Singletary and Zach Moss have been irrelevant in the run game. There has been no run game for this team. We have been a pass-first team. That's different from what we've done and how we've operated in the past. But I like it. Over the first 2 weeks, I've seen multiple different 5-receiver sets. Josh Allen is just spreading the ball around. He's spreading the ball to John Brown, to Cole Beasley, to Dawson Knox. He's getting the ball to anybody he can that's open. That's how this offense operates. It's not a run-first team anymore. Get used to this team being a pass-first, air-attack team. Especially if Josh Allen continues to throw the ball the way he has. If he can spread the ball to his receivers the way he has through the first 2 weeks, we're talking MVP kind of numbers. 417 yards and 4 passing touchdowns against the Miami Dolphins defense. I don't know about you, but that's the best performance I've seen from a Buffalo Bills quarterback in my lifetime. Jim Kelly was before me. The Bills offense looks to be a potential juggernaut. It looks to be dynamic, and maybe, just maybe, by the end of the season, we'll be talking about it as an elite offensive unit. Over the first 2 weeks, our run game has been questionable. There's been no run game whatsoever. Matter of fact, we've had 209 rushing yards total. Stephon Diggs alone has more receiving yards than that. Who, by the way, leads the NFL in receiving yards. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, the Diggs effect, that connection is lethal. This offense is a juggernaut, and it's spreading the ball through the air. The air attack is the way of the Bills' offense in 2020. This offense runs through Josh Allen, which gets me to my next thing that we know about this offense. We're going to go as far as Josh Allen takes us. If Josh goes down, I don't like our chances. And I'm not trusting Jake Fromm or Davis Webb to take this team over and do what Josh Allen's done. Josh Allen's been not only the most effective piece of our passing game, but also our running game. He's got a rushing touchdown in week 1. Singletary and Moss, neither of them have a rushing touchdown yet. Josh Allen is our offense. Without Josh Allen at quarterback, our offense would not operate this smoothly, and honestly, it would probably be a repeat of 2018's disaster, where we had Nathan Peterman at quarterback. That's right. This offense is going as far as Josh Allen takes us. Josh Allen has finally been surrounded by adequate weapons and some great pieces to the puzzle. Now, it's time to see if it comes to fruition or not. Can Josh Allen lead the way for the Buffalo Bills?